The ground beneath us is alive, a hidden world of organisms, fungi, and roots that create the rich soil supporting all land life. Every handful of earth is a bustling metropolis, home to billions of microscopic creatures working together in delicate balance. This underground network is the foundation of our planet's health, quietly recycling nutrients, storing water, and making it possible for plants to thrive. Healthy soil is the foundation of forests, grasslands, and the ecosystems we depend on. It's the silent partner in every harvest, the unseen force behind every tree and blade of grass. Without it, our food systems, clean water, and even the air we breathe would be at risk. Yet this precious resource, built over millennia, can vanish in just a few years. The process is shockingly fast. What took nature centuries to create can be destroyed in a single generation. Overgrazing and deforestation strip away protective layers, exposing soil to sun and wind. When trees and grasses are removed, the land loses its shield, and the soil is left vulnerable to the elements. The earth loses its ability to hold water. Rain runs off, carrying away the last of the topsoil. Instead of nourishing the land, water becomes a destructive force, washing away the nutrients plants need to survive. What's left is a hard, barren crust. Almost nothing can grow. The land becomes inhospitable, unable to support crops, wildlife, or even the smallest plants. This is desertification, a creeping crisis threatening vast regions worldwide. It's not just a distant problem, it's happening on every continent, turning once productive land into expanding deserts. Restoring dead land isn't as simple as planting seeds. The soil itself must be rebuilt. It takes patience, knowledge, and a commitment to healing the earth from the ground up. We need to break up the crust, add organic matter, and help the land retain moisture. This means returning life to the soil, feeding it with compost, mulch, and the right plants to bring back its natural vitality. It's a slow, challenging process, but essential for our future. Every small success is a step toward restoring balance and hope for generations to come. If we do nothing, people lose their livelihoods and are forced to move, sparking conflict over scarce resources. Entire communities can be uprooted, leading to hunger, poverty, and instability. Biodiversity vanishes as habitats disappear. The loss of soil health means the loss of countless species, both large and small, that depend on these fragile ecosystems. Dust from these barren lands can travel thousands of miles, affecting air quality and weather far away. The consequences ripple outward, touching lives and landscapes far beyond the original site of damage. The fight against desertification is about more than land. It's about protecting communities and the planet's health. It's a call to action for everyone, from farmers to city dwellers, to value and care for the soil. Our survival is tied to the soil beneath our feet. Every meal, every breath, every drop of water is connected to the health of the earth. The crisis is silent, but its impact is loud and far-reaching. It's a warning we can't afford to ignore. We must act before more landscapes are lost. The time to protect and restore our soils is now, before the damage becomes irreversible. The solution starts with understanding and respecting the living earth. By learning from nature and working with it, we can bring life back to even the most damaged lands. Only then can we hope to restore what's been lost and ensure a thriving planet for future generations. Around the world, people are healing damaged land in creative and inspiring ways. From deserts to grasslands, forests to wetlands, communities are coming together to restore what was lost and protect what remains. These efforts are as diverse as the landscapes themselves, but all share a common goal: to bring life back to places that have been degraded. In China, the Great Green Wall, a massive belt of trees, holds back the Gobi Desert, slows fierce winds, and rebuilds soil that was once turning to dust. This ambitious project stretches for thousands of kilometers, acting as a living barrier against desertification. Billions of trees have been planted over decades, transforming local climates, improving air quality, and creating new opportunities for farming and wildlife. Once barren land now supports vibrant forests and communities. The project's scale shows what's possible with long-term commitment and vision, even if challenges remain. It's a reminder that restoration is a journey, not a quick fix. In North America, restoration means bringing back keystone animals that once shaped entire ecosystems. Scientists and conservationists are working to reintroduce species that played vital roles in the landscape. Bison once shaped prairies with their grazing and hooves, and their return is reviving grasslands. Their presence helps native plants thrive, supports other wildlife, and restores natural cycles that had been lost. Beavers, too, are being reintroduced. Their dams create wetlands, recharge groundwater, and support a rich diversity of wildlife. These industrious animals are helping to bring water and life back to places that had dried up. These animals are natural engineers, showing that sometimes the best restoration is letting nature's caretakers do their work. By supporting these species, we help entire ecosystems recover and flourish. Rewilding landscapes with original species can spark powerful, lasting change, creating healthier environments for both people and wildlife. Nature often has the best solutions, if we let it lead. By working with natural processes, we can achieve results that last for generations. The world's restoration stories offer hope and inspiration, reminding us that healing the planet is possible, one landscape, one species, and one community at a time. The Sahel, a vast belt south of the Sahara, has long supported resilient communities. Now, the Sahara is expanding and desertification is accelerating. Climate change brings harsher droughts, population growth increases pressure on land, trees are cut for firewood, and overgrazing strips away vegetation, leaving soil exposed. Each year, more land turns to dust, farming fails, wells dry up, and people are forced to leave. This migration fuels conflict over dwindling resources. The crisis is both environmental and humanitarian, threatening the region's stability. Dust from the Sahel even crosses oceans, affecting distant lands. The world is interconnected. The Sahel's struggle is everyone's concern. Halting the desert's advance demands urgent, innovative action. In response, Sahel leaders envisioned the Great Green Wall, a living barrier of trees stretching across Africa. The goal: restore millions of hectares, create jobs, and secure food for millions. The project became a symbol of hope and Pan-African cooperation. But reality set in. A single wall of trees was impractical in such harsh conditions. Many saplings died, the scale and logistics were daunting. The vision evolved into a mosaic of projects, tailored to local needs, focusing on sustainable land management and water conservation. It's no longer just about planting trees, but about transforming lives and landscapes. The approach is now flexible, practical, and rooted in local knowledge. The dream remains: restore land and livelihoods across the Sahel. Success depends on adapting to the land, not forcing it to adapt to us. As the Great Green Wall evolved, a new idea emerged: rewilding. Scientists asked, what if we brought back the animals that once shaped these landscapes? The Sahel was once home to herds of antelope, giraffes, elephants, nature's original gardeners and engineers. Rewilding means restoring lost species to restart natural processes. Instead of humans doing all the work, we let animals revive the land. One key candidate, the African spurred tortoise, once common but now rare. Conservationists realized this gentle giant could help restore degraded soils. By reintroducing tortoises, we could harness their unique skills for recovery. Restoration isn't just about trees, it's about rebuilding whole ecosystems. The wild, with all its connections, is the best blueprint for healing. The African spurred tortoise is a master survivor, perfectly adapted to the harsh, sun-baked Sahel. With its sturdy shell and slow, deliberate movements, it might seem unremarkable at first glance. But beneath that calm exterior lies a creature whose impact on its environment is nothing short of extraordinary. Its deep, winding burrows offer shelter from extreme temperatures, not just for itself, but for many other animals seeking refuge from the relentless heat and cold. These underground homes become safe havens for lizards, insects, and even small mammals, creating a network of life beneath the sand. As tortoises dig, they break up the hard, compacted soil, allowing precious rainwater to soak in and seeds to sprout. Their digging helps aerate the earth, making it easier for plants to take root and thrive in a place where survival is a daily challenge. Their droppings, packed with seeds and nutrients, act as natural fertilizer, enriching the land and giving new plants a vital boost. Each deposit is a tiny package of life, helping to restore the fragile balance of the desert ecosystem. Each tortoise acts as a slow-moving plow, compost bin, and seed disperser all at once. As they wander in search of food, they leave behind a trail of opportunity for countless other species. Around their burrows, Islands of life appear in barren landscapes. These green patches stand out like jewels in the desert, supporting a surprising diversity of plants and animals. These patches attract insects, birds and mammals, kickstarting ecological recovery and creating vibrant microhabitats where life can flourish against the odds. The tortoise's simple, everyday actions set off a cascade of positive change, transforming the landscape over time and helping to heal the land. They are true ecosystem engineers, quietly helping deserts bloom again and turning wastelands into thriving habitats. Sometimes the smallest creatures make the biggest difference, proving that even the most unassuming animals can shape the world around them. Restoration starts with letting nature's experts do what they do best, reminding us that hope for the future can come from the most unexpected places. The tortoise is just the beginning. Restoration needs a team. Conservationists are reintroducing other native species like the scimitar-horned oryx. Once extinct in the wild, oryx are now returning, their grazing keeping grasslands healthy and diverse. Their hooves break up soil, creating spots for water and seeds. Ostriches, the world's largest birds, are also key players. They eat and disperse seeds over long distances, helping new plants take root far and wide. Together, tortoises, oryx, and ostriches restore the ecosystem's natural balance. Each species plays a unique role, rebuilding a vibrant, self-sustaining community. This multi-species approach is far more powerful than any single intervention. True restoration is about reviving the whole web of life. These rewilding projects are global collaborations. The oryx's journey began in zoos and conservation centers worldwide, preserving the species until it could return home. African governments and international organizations now work together, combining science, funding, and local knowledge. Local communities are vital partners, becoming rangers, guides, and stewards of the land. Ecotourism and new jobs link conservation to livelihoods. Where tortoises, oryx, and ostriches return, the land is healing, soil improves, plants and wildlife come back. These successes are models for other arid regions. They prove that reversing desertification is possible. A global alliance from distant zoos to Sahel villages is writing a hopeful new story. Together, we can bring life back to the world's dry lands. The Sahel story teaches us a vital lesson. For too long, we've tried to fix nature with concrete and straight lines, missing its complexity. Now we're learning to work with nature's own engineers, tortoises, beavers, bison, and more. These animals are not pests or resources, but partners in healing the earth. Rewilding means restoring relationships, not just planting trees. When we get this right, nature's capacity to heal is astonishing. A tortoise digging, an oryx grazing, these are symbols of hope. Even the most barren landscapes can be revived. By respecting nature's wisdom and enlisting its wild inhabitants, we can help deserts bloom again. The future of all life, including ours, depends on it.